In episode 1 here at the Opera House, we met with Richard and Martha to learn more about the structure, the history, and what we can expect this upcoming season. In part 2, we're going to meet with Cameron, who's the youth opera coordinator, to learn more about that experience. Come with me. So Cameron, you're here to tell us a little bit about the youth opera program. What's your role with it, and how long have you been with them?
I've been the youth opera coordinator here at Sarasota Opera for about 2 years now, but the youth opera is celebrating its 41st year in 2025. The youth opera is an amazing program for kids ages 8 and above to get involved in the wonderful world of opera. We have a year-long program where kids can do anything and learn about everything to do with opera. So we are coming up on our spring semester, which is where our singers come and take classes and perform in concerts throughout the community. In the summer, we'll be going into our summer camp where they get a hands-on 360-degree experience of everything that has to do with opera. Of course, from the singing and acting, but then of course the production design, because you have to have costumes and props and sets. And then we end in a fun final demonstration for the friends and family. But in the fall is a really exciting semester. That's where we do a fully staged youth opera production where the youth get to sing the lead roles. They're working with professional directors, professional designers, professional staff, and performing on the stage where the professional opera singers perform.
So you touched on the age ranges, a little broad overview of the programs. A little more specifically, what types of things can kids really plug into here?
Well, our program's really for anyone who wants to sing. So we have 2 groups. We have prep chorus, which is singers ages 8 to 10. Those singers come in, they learn the foundations of music, and they learn a couple songs to perform for their families. But then in mixed chorus, which is ages 11 and above, they really dive into the world of music. They're learning about rhythms, how to read music, musicianship and everything, and how to perform. We of course perform in English. All of our youth operas are performed in English, but our mixed chorus singers get a little taste of how to sing in other languages, like Italian and French, and that is so fun for the families to get to come, and it's a little surprise for them, because of course, you know, our kids don't necessarily speak Italian or French or these other languages, but they learn how to sing in it, and it's a wonderful skill for them to have.
For those that are considering participating, do they need to have any prior training experience, or can they come to you fresh with no experience at all?
So we welcome kids wherever they're at. For our new participants, they come in and do a placement audition just so we can see where they're at, what their voice type is, and which chorus would fit them best, and then we place them there. They'll learn and they'll grow at their own pace in a wonderful, supportive, and collaborative community of their peers who all share the same passion for the art form and developed this love for opera.
For maybe those that maybe aren't interested in singing, are there other opportunities for kids to get involved?
I think summer camp is the best way for kids to get a taste of what opera is, of course the singing and acting, but also the other elements that go into it. There's so many design elements that are needed to put on a production. Of course we have those kids who are singing in the stars on the stage, whether they're principals or in the chorus, but we also need those kids who are designers. So in summer camp they get a taste of it all. They get to make their own costume designs, they work on building a set, they make their own props, they've learned wigs and makeup skills, so they take these skills and they can learn how to do it when we do our youth opera productions.
And to the youth opera funding, is there any needs for funding much like the Opera House itself?
Absolutely. Our students do rely on financial assistance. We have so many generous donors who are willing to cover students' tuition, and no student will ever be turned away on the need of financials. And we also have a few opportunities for people in the community to get involved to help sponsor some of these students, including the Food and Wine Festival, which happens every September. I know that was mentioned in our other video. It's where the community comes, they eat wonderful food and drink wonderful drinks on the stage and get to see the Opera House. But we also have the annual Opera Gala in January, which is coming up, which goes towards the youth opera program. And we're excited that this year, the annual Opera Gala, some of the proceeds go towards the youth opera program to support our kids who are in need.
So in your experience, the kids that come here and they really thrive in this environment, where do you see the avenues taking them in the future?
Well, of course, we would love to inspire the next generation of opera professionals and opera singers, but we also love to inspire the opera patrons, the love for the art form. But the skills that the kids learn here go so far beyond just performing. We do have those like Monica Canesa, who was in the program about 10 years ago, who is now performing all over Europe, but we also have those kids who learned this self-confidence in this community and they bring their passion for art, like Pablo Gonzalez, who is now an artist and photographer and has some of his work showing in museums in Los Angeles.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you, Rich.
I want to thank the entire team here at the Opera House today for showing us around, giving us a glimpse behind the scenes, and telling us more about this amazing building and organization. I encourage you to check them out both online, but more importantly, get downtown and check out his show in person. Till the next time, be well.